What's up, people? Welcome back to Cricfootz. So we are back again with another video, and obviously, as you know, the game week 9, which has recently concluded. So we are here to discuss about all the footballing action which happened in the English Premier League. But before that, we have as we all know that all football fans, it was a really difficult day yesterday for all of us. It was a dark day in the world of football, as we have lost one of the greatest, if not the greatest footballer ever to play the game, Diego Maradona. So yeah, rest in peace. Thoughts and prayers with the family, but yeah, a huge loss for the community, I would say. So before beginning today's show, obviously we have Sai, welcome. And yeah, what did you think about yesterday's news?
Oh, completely came as a shocker to all the footballing fans out there. Yes, we have never watched Diego Maradona play, but we have been listening about how he was as a player from years now. And as you said, if not one of the best ever players to step onto the field, and what what a big loss to him. Though he's known for a lot of controversies throughout his career, the famous hand of God, but you cannot deny the fact that he has won World Cup for Argentina, and the way he used to play for Napoli was outstanding. So yes, a big loss for the whole football community. Prayers to his family and friends and all the Argentinian football fans. I was watching some of the photos on social media on how big an impact it was for them to take, and yes, a big loss indeed.
Absolutely. We are very unfortunate. I mean, our generation, very unfortunate to not watch him play on TV or at the stadium. But I was fortunate enough to watch one of his documentaries,
Hmm?
and the documentary showed what kind of a person he was off the field. He liked to enjoy his life. He was a person with full of opinions. He spoke his mind out. But
Correct.
when it comes to footballing talent, I don't think there are many who could match him. He was way ahead of his time anyway. So yeah, all football fans of the present generation know only two players: Maradona of Argentina and Pele of Brazil. So when you are a great, you are always remembered by everyone. So and he will be remembered. I think he visited India in 2008. That was an iconic
Yes,
moment for all football fans in India to see him, to know what he thinks about Indian football and football in general. So yeah, huge loss for the community, as I said. But yeah, he will always remain in our hearts and memories for sure.
absolutely yes.
Okay, so moving on to the matches which happened last week. So, what did you think about the week overall? Surprised with the results, or did you think that yeah, it
Uh,
was a regular game week?
Surprised with few results, definitely. Few shockers to me, few expected results. I would say a very good victory for Tottenham against one of the strongest teams in the league, Man City. A 2-0 victory, keeping a clean sheet against a team like City. I felt Jose Mourinho masterclassed his tactics in this game, scoring an early goal from a set piece. If you watch the game and if you have been following the two star men of this team, Harry Kane and Human Son, the way Jose has molded Harry's gameplay has been phenomenal. Yes, he was a typical striker who was always inside the box waiting for the balls, but now look at him making spaces, so many dummies, giving free space to people like Son, who are so fast and so good with their finishing. That's what Kane has been doing, not just scoring goals, but also assisting for so many of those goals Tottenham are scoring and also creating fantastic gameplay. I think it was a typical Jose Mourinho game, scoring an early goal, sitting back, defending deep. wonderful to watch Tottenham beating City.
Absolutely. If we want to explain what Jose Mourinho has brought into football, or what is his level of greatness, if you want to explain to a person who doesn't know football, I think this is the game we should make them watch. Like, how do you defend? How can you win a game without even having the ball, without creating chances, without uh, threatening the opposition, and you can still be clinical and you can win a game with a clean sheet. So it was amazing. I think Tottenham were doing nothing, absolutely nothing compared to Man
Mhm.
City. I mean, they were all over them. Pep Guardiola, as we all know, always likes to attack, always wants to defend with a high line, and trying to threaten the opponent all the time. Like 22 shots on goal from Manchester City. No shots actually by Tottenham, to be really honest. They just created a couple of chances and they took them. That shows that how well planned Jose Mourinho was in this team. And to be really honest, I think he has got the players this time, especially Hoiberg in the middle. I think he was enormous that day. He has been a great. I always liked him in Southampton. I think he was in a poor team. Whenever Southampton used to lose, he used to always come out and say that yes, we are gonna get back next game. He was the leadership. He had all the leadership qualities. I think he was
Mhm.
the captain of the Saints too. So yeah, I think he is a great signing by Jose. Typical Mourinho signing, like he had Matic
Absolutely.
in Man United, etc. in Chelsea. So yeah, overall, Man City really couldn't. Uh, they did threaten. I cannot say they didn't threaten the goalkeeper, but again, I think Loris was up to the task and he kept them quite away from the goal, and a a huge win for Tottenham, I would say. I think they are top of the table and their performances are really helping them get all the points.
Agreed. Fantastic performance by Tottenham. But throughout the match, I was watching the way Toby Alderweireld played, the way he defended, and setting example from the back. He was outstanding on the day. He was rock solid. He wasn't allowing anyone to pass through him. He wasn't allowing the ball to pass through him. It was absolutely beast of a game from Toby Alderweireld, and a fantastic super substitution by Mourinho, getting Giovanni Lo Celso on, and he
Yeah,
scoring on his first touch. So yes, typical Mourinho game and a typical
good
Mourinho
goal,
victory, and very good goal, and a
good finish.
typical Mourinho interview in the end as well, when interviewer asked Mourinho, Man City had 89% of the ball and you didn't do anything for it. Mourinho replying, they can have the ball, I'll go with 3 points. So yes, that we could see the rivalry between the two of the greatest managers.
Absolutely. I think it was a great win. Happy for Lo Celso. I think that will boost his confidence. I'm never happy when Tottenham wins, but the way I don't like Man City either. So it was a good win. It was nice to see Tottenham performing. But yeah, me as an Arsenal fan, I know we are playing them very soon. I am really scared about what will happen in that game because they are looking really good on the ball, really good off the ball. Now they have a great manager who is doing his tactics really well. Yeah, Tottenham is the team to beat, I would say. Really performing well.
Yes, agreed. They look a balanced team right now with a lot of options and great strategies from the management as well. They've got Gareth Bale, Lucas Moura on bench, so that shows their depth as well in the squad right now. And Tottenham are looking a good team as of now.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Yes.
yeah, moving on to the next game. Um, there was one game this week which I was actually looking forward to, and I thought we would have some sort of a surprise here, and that was Liverpool versus Leicester City.
Hmm.
Liverpool, as we know, with a lot of injuries, most of their players out with COVID um, or injuries which they have
Injuries.
sustained in their previous games. Defense line, we all thought will look really bad, and Leicester with their talent can cause problems to an ailing Liverpool side. But it was a complete surprise. I think Andy Robertson, and
James
the
Milner.
whole Liverpool team. I mean, they stepped up. I should say, and what a great performance.
No, completely unexpected result. I felt Leicester would win this game with the trouble Liverpool are at, and but I watched the game and I didn't think they missed any of the players. Liverpool, they didn't
Mm.
seem like missing any player. The way they were attacking from the first whistle, the way they were creating chances. I don't know
Yeah,
why suddenly Bobby Firmino, who looks off color, was in top form. Jota has been really good. Mane was threatening. James Milner and Robertson were outstanding on the day. So not a very happy result to take, but respect to this team, man. The way they play, because we as a team, we both give a lot of excuses when our big players are missing. We
yeah.
say, had he been there, things would have been different. But Liverpool are more or less missing their two of the biggest players, Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah. But then crushing Leicester to a 3-0 victory is outstanding and commendable. So, yes, a great
Yeah.
victory for Liverpool.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I think Liverpool were always on top of the game. Uh, Unlucky for Johnny Evans, the way he
Mhm.
tried to deflect the ball away. It was very weird. The goal, the first goal for
Yes,
Liverpool. I didn't know what he wanted to do, whether he wanted to hit it straight or on the
yes.
right side that he wanted to clear. But that was an advantage for Liverpool getting that goal straight away
Mhm.
for their opener. But overall, if you see a brilliant cross from Andy Robertson to Horta to score the second goal, and even the third goal was from a
Oh,
corner. So
yes, yes.
overall, the headers were right on point in this game, and yeah, but Leicester should have scored at least one. Liverpool
True.
uh, were lucky to have a clean sheet in this. A couple of really
Mhm.
good chances for Leicester City, but yeah, as we all expected, I think most football fans expected Leicester to win this game, but that didn't happen. A commanding performance by Liverpool, winning it 3-0, and really, really showing why they are called champions. A great team. We can only salute them.
Absolutely, yes. Uh, Talking about dominating the game, let's move to the game. Leeds versus Arsenal. It was a weird game to watch as well. The way you guys played and seeing your goal of the month award speaks everything about the team right now.
Absolutely. It was absolutely shambolic performance by Arsenal. I think that team on the day had no character, no spine, really did not understand what they were trying to do. And to be really honest, I understand now why Leeds are I know Leeds have lost a couple of games here and there, and we all know they have an open defense, but I understood the attacking power of this team, Leeds United. They completely dominated us. I don't know how did we come out of this game with a point? Because Leeds were really unfortunate. They struck the post. They were hitting shots on us. Bernd Leno had a great game with some spectacular saves. And obviously, I don't know if it's a talking point. I think it was a silly mistake by
Salah.
Nicholas Pepe. I don't know what was he doing. But yeah,
Yes, very surprised.
with 10 men, I think we got away because Leeds, the way they were playing, should have hammered us 2-3-0. But overall, really disappointed. I'm really scared about Arsenal's future games. I don't know what's gonna happen. The team, I'm not able to understand what the team is trying to do. What's the team is gonna be. Aubameyang is off color. Willian is not performing. You cannot
Mhm.
have your goalkeeper being the player of the match every game. That means your team is
Correct.
struggling. So overall, it was a game dominated by Leeds United. Uh, but yeah, Arsenal were lucky. I would say Arsenal did. The only positive was that Arsenal did manage to have a clean sheet, but I think it was more of Leeds that they missed their chances. It was not Arsenal's
Correct.
defensive progress, which I could see in this game. But yeah, overall, very disappointed.
Completely agreed. I think Leeds were okay with their finishing. Though they created so many chances, they should have definitely finished one or two of those chances. And Leno had a crazy game, absolutely no doubt. He was he was the one saving the team that day. Very silly of Pepe to do that kind of a thing. And it does it somehow worry you that Aubameyang has not been performing well for Arsenal from past 2 months? I would say he has been looking
Yeah.
the way he used to.
Basically, after signing the contract, he has been off color. The way the contract thing was hyped up, he had
Yes.
going Instagram live, etc., going around the stadium. After that, he's really looked off color. I think in this game, he was given the position which he prefers as a center forward, but even
Mhm.
then, not really. I think we miss a creative player. We all know that we miss that creating creative instinct. I think Joe Willock played this game in that position, but overall it's not working. Mikel Arteta has to do something. Either play Willian in that position or try something else, or bring in Emil Smith Rowe, which I am crying
Mhm.
about since a long time. So uh, let's see. It looks really terrible right now, but hopefully we can turn this around. Arsenal has to turn it around big time because it's looking really grim.
Correct. Moving on to the next game, Man United also faced West Brom Albion
Yeah.
at
What did
Old
you think?
Trafford. I think we were good creating the number of chances we did, and
Mhm.
we lacked finishing, surely, no doubt about it. We had so many open chances to score, clear cut chances to score. But I think credits to Sam Johnston, ex United goalkeeper, who had a unbelievable night, I would say, saving a penalty. Surely, yes, that was against the law of penalty now, but
Mhm.
the way he saved West Brom was outstanding in the end. I think United strikers looked off color. Bruno was again very good. Fred was doing a good job, but overall, if I see, not very happy with the result.
Yeah, I mean, if you come out of the game against West Brom at home with just a 1-0 victory, that too with a penalty, it shows that your strikers do not. Since you're saying that you dominated the game, I watched the game in highlights. Really did not see United really threatening them. But as you said, all these lower league teams have somehow got great goalkeepers who save them again and again. Mind you, West Brom have had close results even with top teams, especially
Chelsea as well.
Chelsea and
Yes.
Tottenham. Tottenham really
Correct.
struggled to break them down. So they
Yes.
are looking a team which is difficult to beat, but since they are losing on the trot, they might go down as well. So they really need a win. But yeah, I would say back-to-back wins for United now, and
Mhm.
I think at least you have got that confidence back. Winning brings confidence, and
Yes.
I think this will really get Ole going. And the main man has to be Bruno Fernandes. I think he has been in excellent form in the past couple of games. He has really looked himself, and great things happening for United at the moment.
Mhm.
You and all the fans will just hope that you can just continue with this wins and see some great football from them, which we have all missed from a long time.
Agreed. Yes. All we United fans can demand for right for now is consistency because that has
Yeah.
been the main issue for United over the years. They say we don't have great players. I think we have a great team
Mhm.
on paper. We have a good team, but when it comes to playing on field, we lack that team effort and combination. So I think consistency and finding the right 11 is the key to
Mhm.
success for us right now.
Absolutely. Consistency is the name of the game. So yeah. Uh, yeah. So the next game, if we talk about the top six, we also have
Chelsea.
to talk about Chelsea. Yeah, and Chelsea played Newcastle United. Um yeah, I mean this team again is really looking a proper outfit under Frank Lampard. I
Mhm.
know Newcastle has not been the greatest, but I was really impressed with the performance of Timo Werner. I think he missed a couple of chances, but created one. Overall, a dominating performance from the team from London.
Yes, I think Newcastle missed Callum Wilson big time in this game. He wasn't playing. But I would strongly disagree with you on Timo Werner's performance. I think he had the worst game in the
For sure.
Chelsea shirt. I'm absolutely sure because I was watching the game. I watched it especially to see how Ziyech is playing and
Mhm.
the way Werner was passing and the way Werner was missing chances. It was horrible to see. It was I was seeing some third class, third league defender out there. I mean, the striker out there. He
Mhm.
was missing so many chances and final passes. I think there was a situation where Chelsea were two on one, Ziyech on his left, and he couldn't even give him a through ball, and defender intercepted. I know these things happen, but a striker of Timo Werner's ability cannot do that. I also watched Pundit speaking about this, so yes, I think Timo Werner didn't have a great game. Yes, he had an assist, but the number of chances he missed was huge that day.
Yeah, I agree to that point, but I think Timo Werner is a nervous player, especially since this is his first season. I think he's getting into great areas, I would say, as a striker. He just needs few goals, and I think he will be a better player than Hakim Ziyech because
Oh yes.
the way he missed the goal in which he was one on one with the goalkeeper, uh, it shows that it's a striker who is trying too hard, going for the glory, and trying to score more goals. But he has scored a few goals here and there. But I think the positioning of his is great. He just needs to improve on his finishing. In terms of the
Correct.
passing, as a striker, do you really need to be a great passer? I don't think so. You need to score goals, which Chelsea has brought him for. They have a good passer in Hakim Ziyech, who we all know is a beautiful. He is orchestrator of the ball. He's a great talent. But I would say Timo Werner is getting into good positions. His passing, even I don't care about Arsenal strikers if they don't pass the ball well. But if they can score goals, I think that's the thing which we want. And if you see the assist, that was all Timo Werner there. It was nothing doing from Tammy Abraham. He just finished the ball.
Hmm. Hmm.
The way he went through defenders, I think that shows how much capability he has. And even I was not impressed by him in the first few games when I saw him against Brighton, and one or two games here and there. But I think he just needs time. He's very much there. I think there's a talent. He scores for Germany too. If you watch him, I think
Hmm.
Chelsea has got a great signing, and he will come really good. I'm uh, really frightened by the talent which Chelsea has got right now, especially in the midfield and the strike force.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about his talent, the way he plays. But I think he has great pace as a striker,
Yeah,
which we don't come across often these days. A striker of that caliber and that speed. So he has all the abilities and all the skills. I think he's a very different player to Hakim Ziyech. Ziyech is
yeah,
a authentic winger like Mahrez, I would say, who's tried to dribble, get past defenders, and put a long ball. So yes, I think Werner is a great signing, but he needs to develop his finishing and his physical play as well. As Premier League, in Premier League, you
yeah.
don't get so many chances. You're lucky to get so many chances and not convert. So yes, I think he has been good so far, but there's a lot more for him to improve.
Absolutely agreed. Premier League is tough, and many players have struggled after coming here. But yeah, I am really sure he would come good. He has all. I've seen all what a Premier League striker needs to have. Yes, he's not physically
Mhm.
strong. He's a short fellow in terms of his build, but not like Oliver Giroud, whom
Mhm.
they have. But he will surely come good, I would say.
Correct, correct, agreed. So quickly, let's go to this interesting game: Southampton versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. A strange result, I would say, 1-1.
Yeah, a game between two decent sides. Now we cannot say Southampton is a lower league team. The way they
Mhm.
are playing, troubling big teams and almost in the top half of the table. So they are looking good. Uh, I really think they should have won this game. To be really honest, Southampton
Yes.
going away from home, old boy Theo Walcott,
Theo
who should
Walcott.
have actually sealed the victory for them. He
Hmm.
missed a really great chance. I think obviously short of confidence again, going into a new team. I thought he would have scored that. It was a really good chance. He has scored so many goals like that for Arsenal, if you
For
remember,
Arsenal,
like
yes, yes,
coming
yes.
from that wing and scoring. But overall, an away point for Southampton. Wolverhampton not really looked good in this game, I would say.
Hmm.
Uh, Even the goal scored by Neto, it was a deflection from the post. Would have been really happy if Jimenez scored that, but yeah. Overall, I would say Southampton team would be more happier from this result.
Yes, agreed. I also feel a lot of us and a lot of football fans out there speak about Chelsea making so many signings this year, but we underlook on Wolverhampton. They have also made some huge signings, spending a lot of money, and
Yep.
suddenly this team looks absolutely dependent on Raul Jimenez and no one else. So yes, I think
Exactly.
they have not had the best starts this season. They look off colors so far, but yes, they have all the talent in every department, and the number of signings they have made, I think they can beat any team on their day. So yes, as you say, consistency is a game. They need to find that right spot again and start playing the natural, free-flowing football we have been seeing Wolves do that last season.
Absolutely. Two really good teams though. So let's talk about the next game, which was a crazy game. I would say. I think the
Hmm.
craziest game this
Everton.
week. Yeah, Everton versus Fulham. I think reminds me of the days when I started following football. I think these two teams were always in the top half of the table and always mid-table teams or trying to get into the top six.
Hmm.
But this is a picture which really reminded me of those days. But yeah, a crazy game, a crazy result. 3-2 to Everton. Fulham, I would say again, I don't know what's happening with their penalty takers. They should have come out of this game at least with a point. They're slipping from the
Correct.
penalty, scoring creepy shots. I don't know what's happening. But yeah,
Yes.
great start. I would say a very flamboyant start from Everton. Their star man, what form is he in? Like Dominic Calvert-Lewin. What did you think about him?
For typical striker goals, I would say, if you watch the game, typical striker getting in front of defenders and tapping it in. So yes, wonderful goals for him. Also, Luca Digine, what a form he's in, giving so many assists. So I think the first half was all about Everton, but the way Fulham came back in this game, and shame to miss a penalty and not able to equalize it, but hard luck to them. And yes, Everton just edged past Fulham 3-2.
Yeah, but if I would say that Scott Parker really missed the trick in this game because all the goals were coming from the left. It was kind of easy for
Mm,
Everton to find Lucas Digne. You cannot have passes going on from the left so easily. We all know how good a crosser he is, and
mm,
Everton are really unfortunate to have him injured now. I think he would be a great miss, a huge
correct.
miss, I would say. So, great passer. I think even the third goal for Ducore was a beautiful
Hmm.
ball in, which was headed in so cleanly. So, yeah, good win. But I think Fulham should have come at least with a point. You cannot keep on missing penalties and try to stay up in
Hmm.
this league. So, and a point against Everton could have actually proved really important for them at the end of the season because
Correct.
many of us are expecting Everton to be in the top half of the table this season. So yeah, crazy game.
Oh yes, another crazy result considering how the team has been playing so far was Aston Villa versus Brighton. Brighton winning this game 2-1. Ex United and Arsenal player chipping past Aston Villa's Martinez. What a goal from Danny Welbeck was that?
What a goal! Two Arsenal old boys, I would say.
Yeah.
Chipping each other. I mean, what a brilliant finish. That shows Danny Welbeck showed all his experience. I would say in that goal,
Mm,
he had a lot of time, and when you're a striker, if you have a lot of time, you might be in trouble. So
correct.
he showed all his experience, all his flair, the way he chipped. Again, it was Martinez who has been in tremendous form after leaving us. So yeah, great goal by him. I think that was cancelled out uh, pretty well. What a
Mhm.
ball from Bertrand Traore for the
Oh
second goal
yes,
for Konsa. I mean, that was a
beautiful ball.
beautiful whip ball and great finish. But yeah, Brighton, as we all said, we have been discussing about them in our previous videos. A team which has been unlucky with the results, and
Hmm.
it it's heartening to see they have finally got their win. So yeah, a
Yes,
pleasant win for them.
very pleasant and a great win, I would say.
Yeah.
We also saw West Ham edging past Sheffield United 1-0, right?
Yeah, I think the most unimportant game of the week, West Ham United playing Sheffield. I don't know what's happened with Sheffield United suddenly. I mean, they looked so good last season. I mean,
Oh my God,
we all
yes.
had two or three players of their team in our FPL teams, banging
Yes,
in goals, defending, giving us points. Really, look, I think second season syndrome has really kicked in the Sheffield
no doubt.
United camp, and still not without a win and going down.
I think they'll be more or less relegated this season, considering how they have started. Not able to win, not able to score, and not able to even the thing they were able to do last year, which is defend. We all know we had Lundstrom and Baldock in our team last year. They are not able to click as well. So yes, tough times for Sheffield going in with the deadly December coming in with so many games. One of the
Absolutely.
tightest and heaviest playing football nations is England, where there's no break at all, unlike other leagues. So it'll be very tough for Sheffield to stick to the season now.
Absolutely agree. I couldn't agree with you more because the busiest part of the season is coming up, and Sheffield really have to pull up their socks if they want to achieve what they are aiming to this season. So yeah,
Correct.
that's it. That's it for
We
game
have one
week
last
nine,
game.
guys.
We won one last game. Burnley winning against Crystal Palace, a huge win against a
Oh
team
yeah.
like Crystal Palace.
Yeah, crazy goal again. I think a
Yes,
really poor clearance there by Chiku Kuate. I don't know what was he trying. You cannot give the ball to the opponent striker right in front of the goal.
correct.
But yeah, sorry to the audience that we have missed that game. But yeah, a great win. Burnley finally getting a win, getting what they wanted, and hopefully they can build on this. We know they're
Yes,
difficult to beat, but it's not only about being difficult. We have to also win games. So Chris Wood winning it for them, and Crystal Palace, I think they were in good
Zaha wasn't
form.
playing.
Yeah,
Zaha
Zaha was
wasn't playing
injured.
as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
So you cannot blame him, and you cannot give that an excuse for not winning the game or not even getting a point of the game. So
yeah,
yes, a bad defeat for Crystal Palace, no doubt.
absolutely. Yeah.
I think now we're done with game week 9.
Absolutely. So that's it, guys. That's what has happened in game week nine. I think we have covered all the matches now. The footballing action will continue right throughout the season now because it's gonna be bang bang football. There's a lot of games coming up. Game week 10 is nearly there, just 2 days away from game week 10, and some good fixtures. I would say we are all looking forward to Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspur. That would be
Yes.
a great game, and another tight game, which might be a surprise, or if not, people don't call it a surprise anymore. Arsenal playing Wolverhampton Wanderers, so that can go anywhere. So let's see what happens. Obviously, there's midweek games happening in Champions League and Europa League, so everyone has their eyes on that. So yes, I think Sai, you will be completing our show today.
Yes, I think for all the new football fans out there who have started watching football recently, December is known as the toughest period for any football club and player because in Premier League, the Premier League teams who are also playing Champions League and other European competition get to play around 8 to 10 games in this 1 month, and back-to-back games, midweek games, Boxing Day coming up. So yes, it is one of the toughest period and one of the loveliest period as a fan to witness. So stay tuned. Hope you guys are loving all the content. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and enjoy the non-stop sporting action coming up for you guys. Thank you. Yes.